Well, Dowse, obviously people will look at the result and the table, but that was probably a harsh result considering our performance, certainly in the second half.
Massive harsh. I think everybody knows that. We know that. We know that. I think it was the only time we entered our box when the referees give a penalty from a yard away. And what can a lad do from a yard away? Nobody really appealed. He's hit it and he's a yard away and he's given a penalty. But we're in a position where we can't feel sorry for ourselves, and I kind of feel sorry for myself. We're in a position where I feel some 2 players away from having a very decent run to the end of the season. We'll pick up the points. The fans here are different class here, like they're really, really good, at the end there, the clapping were, and I went out and shook their hands because you don't get that in many clubs. They've got special people here. I want to try to front it if I can. Kids before kick-off, the mascots knocking about as well, and at the end, the support what you get is fantastic here. So I hope we'll do it for them, to be honest. If we don't do it for ourselves, I hope we'll do it for the supporters and the people around the club, because ever since I've been here in a week, I think it's just over a week now, they've been brilliant. Yes, results, but I feel as though we're getting better and better. I thought my first game when I sat in the stand, we had a lot of injuries, and I think we've got some back now and some players in. And I thought the second half against Bath, we were good. And I thought today, I kind of felt any effort. It just, obviously, we're not daft. We're Pierre coming off. We lack a bit of firepower up there. But again, and I would say 8 or 9 people done really, really well. But you can't be doing decisions like that. You cannot, in a game like this, you can't make decisions like that when I need every point I can get. I know we do as well to get in the playoffs, but when you're struggling a bit at the bottom and you've lost, how many games we've lost, I thought it was really harsh. I thought performance-wise I was really pleased with. So we'll let it come in Tuesday night and not feel sorry for ourselves. I'll make sure we do as well. If the supporters can keep on backing like we have done today, that's fantastic as well. And I would like to try to do it for the supporters. And whatever happens to me at the end of the season, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happens to me, the players, anybody else. All that matters is getting them 2 wins or at least 48 points to make sure that we're safe. I feel so they're coming, I really do. I feel so that we're very, very close, and hopefully next week against Dorset we'll go and get them. And I was pleased again how we battled, and I was pleased how we played. It's just obviously a couple of chances, we had a couple of free headers and a couple of balls against the box and things like that. And we just, the first goal was awful, we conceded, and the second one I just thought was really, really harsh. I really did. So, but I can't stand here and blame refs and blame everybody, because we've got no choice now. It's finished with, so we got to get back to the training ground. So we've got a full week where we can get into the players again and demand what we want out of them, and demand out ourselves as well. I think we've got 1 or 2 dead wood, to be honest. If I'm going to put cards on the table, I still think there's 1 or 2 picking up peer packers who shouldn't be. But that's how I think, and I've got some in. I'll get 1 or 2 out. Then we'll have a very good early end of the season. I'm very confident about getting the 6 points.
You've had an opportunity to shuffle the pack, as you kind of referenced there, and did you feel those players that came in were able to do the job that you wanted and maybe provide a little bit more balance to the side?
I'm doing them maybe a little bit for competition, a little bit bench looking stronger. Like I say, young kids are great. Like if you look at my management career, I've always played young lads. Martin Taylor, I always say I played too many. But they're not, even the lads come from these clubs, they're not here to get experience at the minute. We're here in a relegation battle to get 6 points, 5 points. So I've got to try to get my strongest 11 out all the time, who I think's horses for courses for a game. I've got to get them as quick as I can. And it needs, and these kids coming from these pro clubs who are good lads and good futures, I've got to put that aside a bit and just get the strongest ones I can out there. I thought, we've got 1 or 2 more coming back next week as well, and I am in a market to get up top as well, because I think we need that firepower up there. I want to get that, and Kingy's back next Saturday, so that'll be a big difference to her. A club man as well. So I want to get that back. I'm very confident of climbing up the table a bit and getting out where we are, but we haven't yet. And but I've been here over a week, and I've got to be judged on the flaws I see, but one flaw isn't. I've got to come back to supporters there, because it's been a long time in me 20 years management where you come off when you've lost and they still clap you and they're still in the boss, well done and thanks for taking the job on and all that, So I do hope that whatever happens, I'm being honest now, I think it's a special club with special people, and I just hope now we can get these points for them, to be honest, not for me, for them. Managers come to a penny. Good ones come every now and again, and I like to think I'll try to be one of them. But the most important thing's not me, not the players, what's happening with contracts at the end of the season, stuff like that. The most important thing is doing it for the people, and if we can do it, if we stick together, I can't see anything else but getting out there quite quickly.